Imagine driving down a dark, empty road late at night, with only the sound of your car's engine breaking the silence. Betty and Barney Hill, a married couple from New Hampshire, were doing just that on a September night in 1961, returning home from a peaceful vacation in Canada. But as they drove through the winding, isolated roads of the White Mountains, they noticed something strange, a bright light in the sky. Betty was the first to spot it. At first, she thought it was just a star, but as the light grew brighter and seemed to move closer, she became uneasy. She pointed it out to Barney, who thought it might be an airplane. But the object didn't behave like a plane. It zigzagged, hovered, and even changed direction. This was no ordinary light. Growing more curious, Betty and Barney decided to pull over and take a closer look with binoculars. What they saw made their hearts pound. The object was large, disc-shaped, with rows of windows along its edge. And then Barney noticed something that made his blood run cold. Inside, he could make out shadowy figures, human-like forms moving around, watching them. He felt an intense, overwhelming sense of danger, a feeling he couldn't shake. He rushed back to the car, shouting to Betty that they needed to leave, fast. They sped down the road, trying to shake the strange craft, but it seemed to follow them, staying just above their car. The last thing they remembered was a series of strange beeping sounds, like a signal, filling the car. Then, everything went black. Hours later, Betty and Barney found themselves miles down the road, feeling disoriented and confused, with no memory of how they got there. When they arrived home, they noticed odd things. Their clothes were damaged, Betty's dress was torn and stained, and Barney's shoes were scuffed, as if he'd been dragged. They also felt strangely uneasy, almost as if they'd been somewhere else. Over the next few days, Betty began experiencing strange dreams, vivid, disturbing dreams of being taken aboard a strange craft, of bright lights, strange machinery, and beings with large, dark eyes. Barney, too, began having flashes of memory, but he felt too afraid to dig deeper. Eventually, they sought help from a psychiatrist who suggested they undergo hypnosis. Under hypnosis, both Betty and Barney described the same chilling story in detail. They recounted how they were taken aboard the strange craft by beings who examined them, took samples, and communicated in ways they couldn't fully understand. Both of their accounts matched down to the smallest detail. The story of Betty and Barney Hill became one of the first well-documented alien abduction stories, sparking intrigue, fascination, and disbelief across the world. Skeptics dismissed it as a shared hallucination or a vivid dream. But to this day, the Hill story remains one of the most compelling and mysterious tales of extraterrestrial encounters. Were Betty and Barney truly taken by beings from another world, or was their experience something beyond our understanding? The truth remains hidden in those missing hours, in the shadows of that dark New Hampshire road, and in the chilling memories they carried with them for the rest of their lives.